more about it in 1982, along with a really good plan for public education, J.R. Jayawardena government introduced private medical education, Ragama. But that was introduced in a stealthy way because they were burned by the reaction to the white. So it was stealth policy, right? It was established, and there were no conversation about it. They had the power, so they established, and people went berserk. There were protests, and so I think one student was killed directly as a result, and so many others were killed. Their names are there. You can hear our students commemorate in every year their deaths, and it had to be pulled back, closed in 1989, and absorbed to University of California. So that's the first episode of privatization attempts, stealth policy. But I wouldn't blame the government because they could not bring it otherwise also. Then the second attempt was in Saitam, 2008. Yes. Dr. Neville Fernando, he sold his clinic, his hospital, and he established, and somebody said, if he established a casino, there wouldn't be any protest. But he established. But again, it was not a straightforward thing because you could not have direct conversation. The government is scared to even talk about private education. So again, in 2008, they opened, admitted students, there were protests and non-stop. And the GMO joined in. And 2018, another government, 2008, the UPFA government, and 2008, the UMP government, they came with this patchwork where they were absorbed to the KDU. And of course, it was to be continued, right? Yes. So 2008, they absorbed, 2018, they absorbed, I think, about almost 200 students were enrolled there. And they started advertise for new batch of students in 2024. Very good process, right? But it is, I think, this government, based on their track record, they have put a stop to that, but they have to give an explanation, right? So we are waiting for that. So this is the third time around, and I think we can't have the repeats of the first two, the Ragam incident and the Saitam. Here we have to have an open conversation and have what I call a middle path. For medical education. On one hand, students have absolutely no private education, and the other side saying, freedom of education for all. So, and that we should be saving money. It's mostly economic arguments on one side, equity arguments on the other side. You have to bring those together for a middle path.